Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. A tragic accident far from home takes the life of a Bakersfield boy while he's celebrating a family reunion. Now his loved ones are faced with the heartbreaking task of moving his body back home and paying for a funeral.
More than 6 hours of heated back and forth between Democrats and Republicans grilling former special counsel Robert Mueller. But did either side get what they were looking for? We'll have reaction from Washington still ahead.
As locals flock to pools to stay cool, we have a look at the dangers of child drowning and what a promising new statistic says about safety regulations. This is Thursday, July 25th, 2019. Good morning. Great to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen.
And I'm Alex Fisher. And, of course, we're talking about your forecast today because it's going to be another warm day. Yesterday, feeling a little... It got me. I think the heat wave finally got me, yeah.
However, this morning as I was driving in, I had some raindrops on my window.
Oh, did you? Coming in?
Is Kevin? All right, Kevin's looking at me like I'm crazy. You think? Was it a sprinkler? Really? You think?
I don't know. You were
they
up in the,
seem to be coming from the sky.
I just forgot. You're out of Tehachapi
now.
now. So it
I mean, like, I'm talking 10 raindrops
10.
Total.
Man, you counted them.
She pulled to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, it could. You know, we're going to be looking at that today into the mountains. I forgot you're out of the Tehachapi area now. I was like, Bakersfield, not so much. I drove them with clear skies. So let's get to it. Let's talk about yesterday's high because it was warm. Alex was hot. Most people were hot. We hit a high of 103 degrees. The record on that day, 115, set back in 1908. We're going to be looking at a temperature close to this today. Now let's talk about the rain and the clouds. And you can see not a lot happening for us. But, yes, on radar, there are a few little echoes overnight near the Tehachapi area. Not going to rule out maybe a sprinkle here or there that Maddie felt. And that could be the case this afternoon as well as we watch some of that moisture that you saw to the east kind of move a little west. So into the mountains, probably a little more cloud cover today. And also there is that slight chance of a thunderstorm. Here in the valley, we'll look for mostly sunny conditions. 82 degrees right now for you in the Bakersfield area. South-southeast wind at 5 miles per hour. Humidity is up at 47%. And then we take a look at other humidities, and we are up around the valley. And we've got a 50% humidity out of Tehachapi, 52 into the Kern River Valley for Lake Isabella. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast for the valley. We are going to climb into the mid-90s by 11 o'clock, right around 102, 103 by this afternoon. Kind of a carbon copy of yesterday. 73 in Tehachapi right now. A west wind at 7, and again, the humidity value is up. And you can see these temperatures throughout the day will hover into the upper 80s, probably a few lower 90s out there as well. We'll talk more about your forecast in just a little bit, but first, let's send it over to Alex, who's got a check of your morning commute.
I just can't believe it's 82 degrees right now in Bakersfield. It's very muggy out there. Here's a look at Highway 99 near White Lane, and it's looking pretty clear on that side of town. Everything else around the county is looking pretty good to start off your Thursday morning. We'll have another look at your commute coming up in about 15 minutes.
And new this morning, a young Bakersfield boy is dead and his family in mourning after what appears to be a tragic accident in the Midwest. 17's Vanessa Dillon is working to get some more information about this heart-wrenching story. She joins us in the newsroom this morning with the latest. Vanessa.
Well, Maddie, it truly is a devastating story. Kansas City police say 9-year-old Israel Hill from Bakersfield tripped and fell into the road. The driver, never seeing him, hit and killed him last week. Police say Israel was staying with family after coming in from Bakersfield for a family reunion. He got hit by a driver who police say cooperated with the investigation after the initial accident. Emergency crews found him dead by the time they arrived on scene. And while this tragedy hits hard for so many here at home, it also devastated neighbors who witnessed the accident as well.
It's so sad to hear that the little boy got hit and is no longer with us. I mean, I just can't imagine what the mother, the parents are feeling, because I know I would be devastated.
Kansas City police say the woman who drove the car cooperated with investigators. Still no word if any charges will be filed. Israel's family has set up a GoFundMe to cover funeral expenses. We've posted that link on our website, KGET.com. In the newsroom, Vanessa Dillon, 17 News.
All right, Vanessa, thank you. Today, family and friends will gather to say their final goodbyes to Jose Arredondo. Last night, those who knew the local businessman and car dealer packed the Bakersfield Central Seventh-day Adventist Church on Wilson Road. During the visitation, there were prayers and a slideshow with pictures of a smiling Arredondo with his wife and 2 children. Arredondo was killed last week in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Mexican authorities say no arrests have been made and their investigation is continuing. Today, a funeral is being held for Arredondo. And on Monday, a celebration of life is planned at New Life Church on Stein Road. It begins at 6 p.m. and is open to everyone.
It was a big day in the Central Valley for Governor Gavin Newsom. He made several stops across the valley, including one here in Kern County, as the state calls on Chevron to clean up a massive oil spill. Newsom toured the site of the leak at the Chevron oil field in McKittrick. That's where more than 974,000 gallons of an oil-water mixture have spilled since May. 30% of the mixture is crude oil. Chevron says it's working to clean up the spill. It claims there's been no impact to waterways or wildlife in the area.
And still ahead this morning on Sunrise, we'll take you to Governor Gavin Newsom's second stop on his Central Valley tour and explain how local representatives are reacting to the bill he just signed while there.
Plus, a heartwarming ending to a heart-wrenching story. What's next for this pup who was found shot and left for dead in a Wasco field?
All right, let's take a look at your morning commute one more time and take you outside, show you how things are looking at the 99 at Airport Drive, and it's looking pretty good on that side of town. Everything else around the county is looking pretty good to start off your Thursday morning. We'll have another check coming up in about 13 minutes.
Coming up this morning on Sunrise, yet another measles case reported in Southern California.
We'll explain where people may have been exposed and have the latest figures on the nationwide measles outbreak that's coming up after the break. The measles continues to spread across LA County. Health officials there confirmed a new case of measles yesterday, making it the 16th case this year. They say this person lives in LA County and traveled outside the U.S., and the case is not linked to the outbreak reported earlier this month. But the second person did visit several places across the county on July 14th, including a CVS, coffee shop, and gym. So others may have been exposed. Earlier this month, there was a measles exposure at a Bakersfield hotel, but according to the State Department of Public Health, there are no confirmed cases here in Kern County. As of July 18th, the CDC reports there are more than 1,400 confirmed cases of measles nationwide. A hearing examining e-cigarette company Juul's role on youth nicotine addiction enters its second day today. Juul executives are expected to testify. Lawmakers have blasted the electronic cigarette company, alleging the company is fueling a teen vaping epidemic. Members of the House Oversight Subcommittee plan to ask Juul what makes e-cigs so attractive to teens. In a statement, Juul says the company shares the committee's concerns about youth vaping. A federal survey found that nearly 3 million U.S. high school students vaped last year.
It's a major development in a story we first brought you last year about an emerging health risk for women. The FDA has asked a maker of textured breast implants to pull them from the market after more evidence linked them to cancer. Here's NBC's investigative and consumer correspondent Vicki Wynn with what patients need to know.
Cancer survivor Raylene Hallra is celebrating.
I'm still almost speechless. It's absolutely going to save lives.
She's had cancer twice. After a mastectomy for breast cancer, she got textured implants. 5 years later, those implants caused BIA-ALCL, a cancer of the immune system.
I don't want anybody else to go through what I've been through.
The FDA revealed today there are now 573 cases of this cancer worldwide, including 33 deaths. Most involve textured implants made by Allergan, which issued a voluntary recall and said in a statement it's taking this action as a precaution after seeing the latest research. Patients and doctors have raised concerns for years.
They actually can come, point,
forming networks on social media to warn women.
The textured surface is almost like a tiny Velcro. It grows into the woman's body. I believe that that's the source of the breast implant-associated lymphoma because there's an interaction between the woman's body and the implant.
Last November, NBC News, in conjunction with the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, found the disease could be more common than previously thought, with rates as high as 1 in 1,000 in women with implants.
We still have a lot of work to do because there's thousands of women still with the implant, so we need to make sure they're informed.
Raylene is now cancer-free. Doctors say if the cancer is caught early, it can be treated successfully.
And women who have this implant may be wondering what to do next. The answer, the FDA and Allergan are saying you don't have to have them removed unless you're showing symptoms. Instead, watch for rashes, swelling, and pain. And if that's the case, call your doctor.
Well, still ahead this morning on Sunrise, Strata Federal Credit Union steps in to grant another wish.
We'll show you how they're spreading happiness and a little zen when Tabitha Mills joins us next. The wishes continue. The latest granted to new advances for people with disabilities.
For its 70th anniversary, Strata Federal Credit Union decided to give back to the community and that it's served all of these years. 17's Tabitha Mills shares a look at wish number 30.
NAPD started a yoga program to help boost the mood and physical abilities of its clients. It was an instant success. The only problem, the nonprofit didn't have enough yoga mats for all of its clients. That was until Strata Credit Union stepped in.
We're going to rest your shoulder and your head on the mat.
New Advances for People with Disabilities works every day to empower its clients, helping them live more productive, rewarding, and independent lives. This yoga class, the newest class offered at the nonprofit.
We're trying to see the strength and wellness of the benefits of yoga. And so, for example, we have Hunter that started off doing a plank at 29 seconds and now is up to 1 minute and 45 seconds. And so we can see the growth and the benefit firsthand, and we're just excited.
Seeing the results and how happy clients are every morning after the calm and peaceful exercise, NAPD wanted to provide more classes to include all of its clients. But the organization didn't have the equipment to do so. In stepped Strata Credit Union, granting wish number 30, new yoga mats for NAPD.
Granting of the 70 wishes to the community is basically our thank you back to the community for the 70 years of support they've given us.
I think the best thing to say at this point is namaste from NAPD.
Okay, kids, I like it. I say, thank you. I love new yoga mats. We love you guys. Thank you.
Last one. Breathe in.